And we are back. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to Uncharted 4. We found a branching path. I'm going up.
What's the deal with 4 nowadays, anyway? Why does there have to be a 4th everything?
What other 4s have we had in recent memory?
We had the Indiana Jones 4.
That's true.
We had a Die Hard 4. No, wait. We did a Die Hard 5.
Not like 4 was significantly better.
I feel like there was some other stuff, too, where it just feels so unnecessary in general. Games are different because every time a game is iterated on... Ow. Generally, it's going to be better, at least mechanically.
Yeah. Mechanical iteration really does, I think, allow games to continue getting better past 2, unlike how most films go.
Yeah, like with a film,
right beyond those walls.
A film has something to say, and it can say it a couple different ways. And once it's said its piece, it's just awkward to keep, trying to get it to say that over and over. But with games, they can continually say it better every time.
That's true. Like, if not from a story side of things, at least from the mechanics experience side.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Can't quite throw up there yet, so I must need to slide down and then come around.
I love basalt columns so much. They're my favorite rocks.
Uh-oh.
Great.
But yes, basalt columns.
All right, let's keep going.
The combat segments feel a little bit sort of artificially dispersed in this section for me.
What do you mean by artificial?
In that they are spaced out in very sort of rhythmic ways that don't seem to tie at all to the geography I'm actually covering. Like I'm doing a whole lot of very complex climbing from place to place. I will run into a patch of aggressive guys who are standing in a seemingly arbitrary area and then kind of move on.
Yeah, how did they get there? I mean, were they going towards the sound of the explosion and they're like mountain climbing?
It could well be.
There's no path to there.
Like, why were they guarding that set of ruins?
No.
Again, this may be stuff that the characters said stuff out loud explaining, and I apologize if that's the case. But,
Oh, you don't want to go that way.
No.
Can you hop on those snow-covered...
Oh, maybe I can. Yep. Yeah, all right. Could try to reach that.
I'm going to say that's probably the right.
I think you're right.
Although I see handholds on the other side, too. On that, that pillar.
Maybe I can jump, slide, jump. Yeah.
Nice.
Sam, this way.
That's a neat way to play around with the different navigation modes. So what, just for you personally, what do you find to be the most interesting or fun kinds of level environments to work on? Like interiors, exteriors, like what kinds of spaces?
I think I like trying to... It's not about the kind of space as much as it's the kind of experience, and then you build the space to suit that. I like trying to create... that was really diagonal. I like starting with a theme and an emotion and saying how can we accommodate that. And certain environments will lend themselves better to that. So, for instance, if you're making a desert-themed area, well, it depends on the kind of desert. Is it like rolling dunes, or is it like a canyon country, or badlands, or... A desert are one of my favorite biomes because they're so diverse, which surprises a lot of people because when they hear the word desert, they just think of rolling dunes in general. But but actually, by far, it has the reason being that so much of the natural turf has been eroded away, so you see a lot of really cool rock formations. The coolest rock formations you see are generally in deserts. And so that's... And I obviously have a fetish for rocks, as all my continual requests that you stop and stare at rock walls demonstrate. But yeah, I'm just fascinated by the geology and how those things form. And I wish the entire world was karst, but then life probably wouldn't be able to survive, sadly. Anyway, yeah. So
everything, I guess.
So I approach it from the theme first, and then environment and aesthetics second.
That's neat to me that the feel that you're trying to evoke of the place is the kind of the most interesting consideration for you. I find similar, like it's much the same for me as an animator.
Yeah,
actually, like animating in like entirely physical actions can be fun, like runs or jumps or punches or...
This is the first treasure you found in this entire game.
I think I found like one other one really early on.
Oh, really?
But like that was hours ago.
Yeah.
I think I'm not good at finding treasure is the takeaway.
Yeah, when it comes to like theme as the foundation for any artistic endeavor, I think it's one of those things where the longer you've done a thing, like when you first start getting into anything, whether it's painting or film or making video games, your experience with that medium has always been the surface level stuff, the aesthetics generally. And so you're trying to reproduce that. And the problem is when you only reproduce surface level stuff, you're probably missing what made the piece that or the pieces that inspire you inspiring, which is the deeper thematic things that resonate with a person. And that's it's a psychological phenomenon, and it requires all sorts of like philosophical considerations that are it's difficult to hold them at the same time that you're trying to pull off the aesthetic part.
Yeah.
But when you're and I think like as I've matured as an artist and designer, that's been kind of my goal, and I certainly haven't achieved it on a continual basis, but I think that's what the masters at their craft are doing, is they're finding what resonates with people on that deeper level, and then they're making their aesthetics suit that. They're making their aesthetics to match, rather than simply making something that looks or feels a certain way, and then you just kind of hope that people dig it.
Yeah.
Conduct the landing. There goes nothing.
You got this, Sam.
I
could get used to this.
Can I ask that you put a link to a particular video here?
Absolutely.
Okay, so there's this really interesting talk about Jurassic Park versus Jurassic Park, Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a comparison, and I feel like most of what the guy is talking about probably wasn't actually intended from the writers and director of Jurassic Park. But he brings all these kind of allegories of, he's saying that the driving theme of Jurassic Park is child rearing. And then he kind of cherry picks 1,000 different things in the movie that point to that. And it's really cool kind of seeing a guy develop a pattern out of the film. But whether he was right or wrong about that theory, he points out really valid things comparing the two. And it made me think about, the past 10, 20 years in Hollywood, the ability to throw spectacle at the screen is so easy now. And by easy, I don't mean easy for the artists who are making it, right? There are master craftsmen who are doing incredible work.
Sure.
But it's easy for a producer to say, I really want this film to appeal to this demographic, and they like, an explosion every 15 minutes, and they want cities to fall down because the last movie had cities falling down. And they can do that. They can just sign off on the budget and say, we're going to have that.
It's like the simplest route to engagement as opposed to, yeah.
And so we're seeing that a lot more.
Look at this place.
They're like
St. Dismas Dormitory.
less emphasis on the heart of a film or a character, and more emphasis on the spectacle of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right? It's like plot over theme.
Nathan.
If exciting things are happening in the plot, it must be good.
Cutlasses.
Seems to be the standard playbook now in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And it really needs to go back to no, it's the deeper themes that make things resonate, that make things exciting,
Okay. Cross cutlasses, skull and crossbones.
and makes you care about the plot that's happening to the characters.
1699.
Yeah, the emphasis on story definitely has deteriorated
Well,
in at least in the blockbuster realm of Hollywood filmmaking in recent years, which is a shame.
hey, where you going?
You're seeing some resurgence of deeper themes like Batman versus Superman. As many flaws as it had, it actually addresses some pretty heavy topics of like theological and philosophical importance. And then this last Avenger, no, I'm sorry, it's not Avengers. Captain America.
Yeah.
Have you seen that yet?
I have, yeah.
So, it's got, it's funny because it has all this talk about like,
Oh, geez.
ooh,
I'm okay.
wow, you survived that. Talk of oversight committees, and just the type of things that when you think superhero movie, that's not the type of material you would expect,
Yeah.
or you would want going into it. And I'm not familiar with the film or with the comic books at all, so
Sure.
I'm sure that kind of stuff is addressed a lot more. But like in the cinematic universe that they've developed so far, it's interesting that they're starting to push it more like a realistic what if, or a realistic alternate universe where it's like, well, what would the government actually respond to superheroes and alien invasions and stuff like that?
Yeah. Like when Christopher Nolan films work, it's a large part of their appeal generally is the fact that they engage you on a pretty intelligent level for a summer blockbuster
Yeah.
in a way that a lot of other blockbusters don't even try to, and the ones that do try often don't succeed at. Where am I headed? I'm going to say this way.
Do it. So when we were talking about Tomb Raider in the last series, I was applying the uncanny valley to game design and the idea of having strange, like a pack of bullets laying in the woods, or a health bar or whatever in this hyper visually realistic context is kind of an uncanny valley of design. And I kind of feel the same way. The same thing is happening to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where there's realistic political ramifications to what they're doing as superheroes punching aliens and knocking down buildings. To where it's like, so you're in this alternate universe where superheroes and aliens are real, and you have a realistic government, but it's the amount of change that would be necessitated by actual alien invasions and superheroes would be so great that you wouldn't have anything resembling the current political climate that we have.
Sure.
And so to me, it feels it's like close to reality, but not close enough to not seem totally bizarre.
Yeah, they are somewhat selective in how they've had the reality of that world and the normal human society living in it react to the events that have transpired.
Yeah.
Like, they are reacting somewhat reasonably in places to the existence of superheroes and superheroes who are going like a little bit overboard and being overzealous and causing damage. But like the threat of huge alien like invasions and things like that, they tend to kind of shrug, go, that was weird.
Yeah. Gotta clean up this mess.
Yeah.
Now. Oh, well. I think that the other problem I had with Civil War was that they kept referencing this document that was, I can't remember what it was called, the something accord or something like that, right? Because the city was destroyed. And they have all these big arguments and philosophical disagreements, but they never say what the actual thing is. Like the Captain America's problem is that he feels they're going to be unnecessarily hampered by this if they sign it.
Right.
But they never, at no point is he like, well, what are the stipulations? What happens if there's an emergency? Are there any measures in case of emergencies that require immediate action? Like, just those kind of questions could have just been asked, and then they could have addressed those, or, you know. But
A lot of the
a movie where people talk about the minutia of a document is not a fun movie.
yeah, a lot of the plot of that particular film does rely on a lack of communication or bad communication between some characters.
So what was that hint you just said about the swords?
I don't know. I missed it.
Oh, go. Oh.
Maybe I can look at it again. I cannot. But maybe I can look at this one.
Just follow your brother around.
Yep.
Yeah, well, swords are a match.
Oh, they're looking for a tombstone that has the correct year.
Sam, come here. What'd you find it?
That is hilarious that we were just gabbing so much that you just kept running into a dead end. All you had to do was go up and
Looking at
press a
tombstone.
button.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't belong to the stone.
Well, what's odd about it is that's not Avery's sigil.
Yeah, I mean, the skull should be facing sideways.
What is that?
My God.
There is a company that builds trapdoors and bookcase doors and secret things like this now. I'm so happy that exists.
That's awesome.
Let's see what we got.
I don't know if they do stairs like that. I want to look into that. My dream is to one day build myself a castle that is just full of that kind of crap.
Or that's how I want to get to a basement. It's like
Crypt.
That's how you'll get to my secret trampoline room.
trampoline room. It sounds like a good castle already.
I want a trampoline room where you can bounce, from 20 feet up, hit the trampoline, bounce over a wall into a ball pit. Is that so much to ask?
That sounds reasonable and wonderful.
Gang's all here.
You want the arms behind the back, I think.
Agreed.
Jesus. Dismiss on the left.
Out of all the cool way to be crucified, that's the coolest way.
Avery sure had a thing for St.
Spider webs are hard.
Yeah.
They're hard to make it not white, like
Guess that's what passed
haunted house fake cobwebs. Like that.
Yeah.
I've seen them in some games, and it might depend on the ambient lighting in the level too. I'm trying to remember what game I saw where the spider webs were just spot on, but I was impressed.
Like, how do you make them thick enough to be seen?
Well, you don't. That's the thing. You want just like them to pick up little specular highlights here and there, like as they're blown by the wind or as the camera rotates or something. But if you do that too much, then it looks like they're glass decoration or something.
Thank you,
It's
Father
true.
Duffy.
Hallelujah. Pretty sure that's a Skyrim door, and you need a dragon's claw to get through there.
Well, it's not opening. You may be right. Need to get the light to focus correctly.
Can you close them from that side? Close a certain one?
Maybe I have to interact with something
there's
on the
no
other side here.
Okay.
Check it out.
I think I saw a treasure to your left when you were walking through there.
Whoop. Treasure.
Look along that wall. Maybe it was a weird glint. Yeah, must have been.
Oh, alas.
Let's see here.
Yep.
I can aim the lights.
Lasers.
Lasers. Okay, can't be those.
Go.
Maybe
That's a fun puzzle.
this kind of works.
There we go.
Yep. Next.
Connect the dots.
Come on.
I think you got that one.
And maybe. Looks promising. Yes.
Hooray.
Neat.
Okay, let's give this a shot.
Plain sesame.
Wrong treasure.
Shush.
That's
Well,
pretty.
nice view. No treasure, though.
No, but look, you see those crosses?
Yeah. Hey, is that a cave right below?
Yeah, I think Avery's trying to tell us where to go next. There's one problem, though. Going back that way means we have to go back toward the cathedral.
And back towards Rafe.
Shit.
Well, let's not keep him waiting.
Now, following the Uncharted 2 pattern, this would be the point when going back, we run into a combat encounter.
I think that's pretty much the Indiana Jones template as well.
Yeah, that's true.
You're either going to be double-crossed or ambushed, or both.
This is a very good combat arena.
Open the gate up
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Oh, good, because that's the way we gotta go. All right, follow my lead.
Jump, hold circle to ignore edges.
Interesting.
What is that? What
I
does
guess if
ignoring
you-
an edge mean?
That's to fall past one and not grab onto it, I guess.
Oh,
Hold circle to snub
don't
ledges.
mind me. I'm behind a wall. Guy's guarding his kerosene. What is it? Propane tank.
For good reason. And stealth.
I don't know if that's a very stealth. Well, I don't know how they would have found you there, though. Explosion was down.
Ooh, shotgun. Okay, not what I meant to do.
Can you get the shotgun off him?
Shotgun.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Not really the best weapon for this. Well, now
They
it
keep
is.
coming through the door.
Sorry, Sam.
Gotta hurry up. Nice. Wasn't. It's pretty awkward, but it
Yeah.
worked.
Come on, up. Ah, I'm being shot from behind now. This is all around
You
bad.
got a little hidey hole to your left.
Yeah. Yeah. This is not working out for me. I now wish I did not have the shotgun.
You can't switch back to your handgun?
I don't think I have one. I think I am. Was
One or the other.
yeah. Or I think I just. If I had one on me, I ran out of ammo or something. Yeah. Nope, it's not it. Yeah, oh geez. This is not working out. Need cover. Oh, you wouldn't know I had this on easy. From the way I am playing.
Well, have you died in this encounter yet?
I guess not in this encounter.
Feeling like you're always pushed to the edge of your capability is the experience they want.
That's true. I thought that I would be avoiding that by going on easy, but clearly. It has been a while since I played Uncharted, I suppose.
That's good enough. Let's just get that gate open.
This gate? Yeah, I bet so.
Okay, you ready?
Wait a minute, you could have rolled under there last time you were up there.
That's true, I could have.
Okay.
Oh, you needed to know that you had to go to a cave under the crosses.
Ah, that's true.
Come on. Damn, that sucker's heavy. I know, right? How you holding up?
Great. I was kind of hoping to find the treasure back there, but...
These games really are an amazing showcase of talent.
Plus, there was that
Indeed.
installation thing.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yep. I didn't really mention it when we were outside in that area that had just tons of sliding around, but I did love how they played around with the slide to a new
Under that high cross.
grip hold mechanic. It feels like you could probably make a whole interesting game out of that means of navigation.
Yeah. That's what I mean by when I was talking about how frustrating it is that there's so many systems that you just kind of brush the surface of.
Closer
Yeah.
to the cathedral than we originally thought.
Oh boy. So what do you need me to do?
Just keep those engines warm. We'll be back before too long.
You got it.
Oh, okay. So you're on the coast. Yeah, I was noticing the rocks were getting wetter, and I was wondering why. Was it supposed to be melting? No, it's because you're next to the coast.
I'm starting to get snowed on a little bit, though. On his shoulder and hair. It's a nice little touch. And now we swing.
Control up ahead. I hear him.
No, you got a flashlight.
Hey. Wonder if I can sneak up on this group.
Nobody wants another Port Moresby on our head.
What have we here?
Ooh,
Dead pirate?
dead pirate.
Piratey.
With a limited use gun. And treasure, I found another one.
You know what? Forget it. Why'd you bring it up? I said forget it. Whatever.
Oh good, now I got default pistol as well. That's good. I feel a little bit more prepared.
Watch it.
Oh, hello.
Listen, so his head was just close enough to contextually bash it there, even though he was in a down state. That's very impressive.
That's not what I,
Okay. I love the color variety in these rocks. You've got greens and ochres and rust and white and black.
Come on over here. Alright, fine.
Sounds like you just gave him a chiropractic adjustment there.
Yeah.
I guess there's no getting away from these guys.
Yeah, and there'll only be more as we get closer to the cathedral.
Alright. I think we're going to call it for this episode, but we'll be back again soon with at least one more of these. Maybe we can do some more.
We could do another.
Yeah. Alright, thank you folks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Ta-ta.